Hey guys, so today I'm gonna show you how to get this glam eye look. It's a purple eyeshadow tutorial today, and I've just got like playing with some purple eyeshadow colors today. So today we're gonna do a full face bit of this face, clipping out the hair, clipping up the hair, and then I'm gonna go straight into my eyebrows. I already have an eyebrow tutorial done, so I'm going to link it down below. It's very simple, and we have the eyebrows done. That's how they look like. So moving on to the Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette, looks like this. Just some nice gorgeous purple shades, and I'm gonna go into this shade right now, and I'm going to blend it all over my crease area. It's a very light eyeshadow shade, so I'm going to build it up to make it more pigmented to the pigment level that I want it to be. Just blending it in, that's how it looks like, and doing the same for the next eye as well, and blending it through. That's how they look like, both eyes right now. So I'm gonna go in the Mark 242 brush, and I'm gonna go into this shade, and I'm going to put it on my eyelid. Then I realize that this shade is very sheer, it's not showing up, and I'm going to go into Mac Fix Plus setting spray, and that's what I normally do. I'm going to spray a bit on my brush to make the eyeshadow more pigmented, and then I'm going to pack that eyeshadow on the brush. Make sure the brush is fully coated with the eyeshadow. Then now I'm going to go and hide and put it on my eyelid, just tapping it in, and at the same time blending it in, tapping and blending motions. And then I can see I'm trying to carve out my cut crease because I want to have that defined look on my crease. So just packing on the eyeshadow because I want to get an intensified pigment also in the inner corner as well. Just make sure it's nice and blended and it's fully pigmented and fully packed. Doing the same to the next eye as well, just packing and blending it, and then moving on to the next eye, just defining that crease much better. Then I'm gonna go into mascara, the Mega Length Mascara by Paula's Choice. Basically for me, any mascara just works so long as it's black and dark. I'm not very choosy with mascaras, they all work the same in my own opinion. So just coating it up with that mascara. Moving on to the Lily lashes, which I've been obsessed with, the Mykonos lashes. Mykonos lashes, I've been obsessed with them. They're nice and fluffy. I have an eyelash tutorial. I will link it down below. That's how the eyelash looks like when now they're fully applied. Going into the Benefit Pore Professional Primer. Very nice if you have oily skin or if you have big enlarged pores on your skin. These will really help to cover up your pores and give you that nice and smooth finish for laying down your foundation. I also put it under my eyes, as you can see. It just gives me a nice smooth finish. So once we're done with that, we're going to now move on to the Huda Beauty Foundation in 430N, which I love so much. Actually just one pump does it, just 1.25, a very small size 1.25 pump does it very well. Going in the Sigma brush, this is I guess the F80 or something. I'm going to link it down below. It's a very nice brush for blending in your foundation. It just gives a nice smooth finish to your overall foundation look without having any brush strokes left on your foundation. So just blending, then going into my favorite concealer, the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I'm mixing in two shades, Medium Tan Sand and also the shade Deep. And I'm applying the deep shade first under my eyes, then later on mixing on with the light shade just to make it more balanced. And then I make sure I have my just putting it more, then make sure I have my Aurora Mercier powder ready, and time for a coffee break because I did some coffee. Then going in with this beauty blender from Real Techniques. It's a very nice beauty blender, by the way. It blends very well and I love it. Blending my eyes, and I like to blend and set immediately I'm done. Going in with this Morphe brush, and now we're going to set the eyes. tapping off the excess and setting in those eyes, going very close to the eyes and just setting it and giving us nice smooth finish. Doing the same with the next eye as well, just blending and then setting it and getting that smooth nice finish. Going on with the MAC Studio Fix powder in the shade NC45, which I've been using currently, using this big brush, big fluffy brush from BH Cosmetics, and I'm applying it all over my face. Terracotta bronzer from Gulain Cosmetics, number 5. It's a very nice bronzer. It gives me a very nice warm finish to my face. Because of bringing color. Now I'm going in the lip balm, which I had forgotten. The Jack Black lip balm to moisturize my lips, make them nice and soft and ready. And now going back to the bronzer again, and I'm bronzing up my face, making sure I bring in color back to my face, because all that concealer kind of like washed out my face. So bronzer helps to bring in some what to call it, some color to your face, some warmth to your face. So just placing it and blending it, making sure it's very well blended. And I like to go through this process because I want to make sure that my bronzer is showing up and that it's well blended. And if it's not, I'll just go back in and blend in some more until I get the desired pigment level that I want in my bronzer. Going back with that powder, that brush, now I want to carve out my cheekbones to have that nice contoured look, have that chiseled kind of like cheeks kind of look. So just connecting from the ears up to the mouth, and also doing the same thing for this other side as well, from the ears all the way down to the mouth. Going in with the Becca Chrissy Teigen highlighter collection with the Becca. It's a limited edition, it's no longer available. It had highlighter, bronzer, and this gorgeous blush which I'm gonna use. It's a nice pinky toned kind of a blush. So I'm just gonna apply it in the apples of my cheeks just to bring in some color to the cheeks, some nice rosy shade to my, or color to my cheeks. Just placing on that cheek, on this other cheek as well. Make sure that it's showing up very, very well. I think I went in too heavy with it, so I go in with a brush, a clean brush, just to blend it more. Make sure it's all well blended. And it's a very nice bronzer, by the way. Blush. Going in with this highlighter now. Going to tap off the excess. Although this highlighter is a very, very sheer highlighter, which is what I realized. If you want kind of like a natural kind of a glow to your skin, then this highlighter will be the perfect highlighter for you. But for me, I like my highlighters to be blinding. So I will keep on adding more and more and more until I get the desired pigment level that I want with my highlighter. So as you can see, I'm just adding up more of the highlighter on the other cheek as well, just making sure I have an overall well blended highlighter look, so you can see the highlighter now more clearly. It's a nice highlighter and I love it. Going back with our brush and brushing off the excess powder from our cheeks and blending it, and time for some dancing. Then now we're gonna go into Jeffree Star lipstick in the shade Androgyny and applying it on my lips. It's a nice cool toned lipstick and it goes well with my eye look. So I love it when I'm doing cool toned looks. I always go for this lipstick. Then going on with the Skidnavia finishing spray for oily face. Just spraying it all over my face just to finish up the look. And unclipping my hair now because we're done with the whole eye look now, and just brushing off the hair just to give this look, guys. That's it, guys. That's the final look. Like this video if you want to see more tutorials, and subscribe to my channel.